We are live with Lunch Break Live. Anamaria, what are you making today?
I'm making Brazilian cheese bread, also known in Portuguese as pão de queijo.
Oh my gosh, let's get cooking. Take us through step by step. Take it away.
So here I have all the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients that you're going to be using. For the wet ingredients, I have the yam. I have 3 to 4 yams. You shred them. Then I have 1 flax egg. If you know already, flax egg is 1 tablespoon of flax milk and 3 tablespoons of water. Here I have 4 tablespoons of olive oil. For my dry ingredients, I have 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of sour manioc starch. If you don't find that, most of the times you can find that in Latin supermarkets. But if you don't find that, you can use tapioca starch. Here I have 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast because it will give you that cheesy flavor. I have some extra starch here also when I'm working on the dough if it's too sticky. I have 2 teaspoons of salt, and I have, it's optional, I have some vegan cheese that you can actually put inside the bread rolls. Okay, so let's start. First, I'm gonna mix the wet ingredients.
And we are coming to you live from Brazil today. We are so grateful to have Anamaria making this delicious cheese bread, vegan cheese bread. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. This is Lunch Break Live. All right, take us through what's happening over there.
So I'm mixing the wet ingredients. Here I'm using a pastry cutter because I don't want to make my hands too messy. Okay, now I'm going to be mixing the dry ingredients, the starch, the salt, nutritional yeast. You can use a whisk, mix them. And then you bring your wet ingredients and you mix with the dry ingredients. Okay, now it's better if you actually use your hands to fill the dough. Sometimes it might feel too dry, so you can add a little bit of plant milk. And if it's too sticky, you can always add more starch. You can also play with this recipe, especially for the kids. You can use some spirulina, so it becomes green, or some turmeric, it becomes yellow, or some beet powder, so it becomes pink. And it's a very, if you come to Brazil and you stay in a hotel here, you're definitely going to find this in the breakfast buffet. They always serve this in hotels. And for afternoon snack with a cup of coffee, it's very, very famous here. So
I love that you have veganized it as well. So this is a traditional bread. Now tell us where you are in Brazil.
I'm in Brasilia, the capital.
Okay, lovely, lovely. We have a lot of people watching here. Tina wanted to say hello, Mary Ellen and Michelle. All right, so now we are working with this. This is so fun to watch you make this homemade. Look at this, everybody. Woo!
So it's too sticky here, so I should use a little bit more starch. But if you want, I can show you how the dough should be. If you don't want to keep watching me working on this dough.
We don't mind watching you. It's wonderful to see. Okay. Now you have, yes, and you have a certification from the Cornell School, don't you, with Dr. Collin Campbell?
Amazing.
And I hear that you also have a vegan certification from Spain. Is that right? Being a chef?
Yes, I took my vegan certification, chef certification there in Mallorca. Very beautiful place, and the school was amazing also. Now they moved to Greece. Now they're in Greece.
Wow. Okay, so if you've never made bread, everybody, we are getting the step by step on this. I'm
going to show you how the final dough should be. Otherwise, I'm going to be adding more starch and more starch here. But if you want, I can continue. I don't mind.
Whatever you feel is best. So we want to say hello from Canada, Dominique. We also have Tina saying hello, Mary Ellen from Rehoboth, Delaware in the United States, as well as Michelle, and more are watching on Facebook Live. This is great. Now, tell us a little bit about your vegan journey while you work with the bread. How did you come about the vegan lifestyle?
Well, it was 5 years ago, and I went completely cold turkey. Some people, they do for the animals. They do for many reasons, but in the beginning, what actually encourages you to become vegan, it's either the animals or your health, right? Or spiritual reasons. I would say the mine was a spiritual reason. I would feel like I didn't want some like suffering inside my body, like that animal died and now I'm eating it. Where does all that suffering go, right? So that was the main reason. But nowadays it's for the animals, it's for the health, it's for everything. It's my life.
Yes. All right, everybody, we are coming to you live from Brazil, the capital of Brazil. We are making vegan Brazilian cheese bread, and Chef Anamaria came to us by way of the Yummy Vegan Angel. What a great, amazing chef as well. We are so excited. Look at this. So you're going to need this. You're going to get your hands in there, work with it, make sure everything's mixed in good. Now tell us what's in the bowl again, because we have new people joining us.
Okay, here we have the sour manioc starch. We have salt. We have nutritional yeast, olive oil, and yam. And depending on because I say that the recipe should be 2 to 3 yams, right? Or 3 to 4, it depends on the size. So that's why you should have an extra starch and add in case it's too sticky. But yeah, I'm not ready to roll the balls yet. Be patient. It's worth waiting.
I think good. One of the questions is, what do you use for egg? Instead of using
flax egg.
Flax egg. Okay. And how do you go about that for people who are new to the journey here?
Flax egg, it's 1 tablespoon of flax meal and 3 tablespoons of water. It will substitute, that will substitute 1 egg. If you want to substitute for more eggs, then you add 1 more. The same measurement.
That's beautiful. What a great plan, everybody, to lower your cholesterol for your health and not have any of the chicken eggs in your body. You can make your own eggs. Also, I've heard some other replacement could be some smashed bananas, but not for the bread recipe here. But there's also some egg replacers made with potato starch as well. People use that too. I've also heard applesauce sometimes is a good option for replacing eggs, chicken eggs. All right, so Michelle says that dough looks beautiful. Oh my goodness, check this out.
Ready to roll the balls. So you can roll them in like 1.5 inch size. Here they are. And one option, I love that, is to put a little piece of vegan cheese inside. You roll them, close.
Okay, Anamaria, the question is, what kind of vegan cheese is your favorite?
Well, I like actually the homemade ones, but my favorite brand is Violife.
Oh, yes, I love it too. It's good to know you can get it there. So how do you make your own cheese? What do you have there?
Most of the time, this one is Violife actually, it's not mine. But most of my cheeses, I use the cashew base.
Okay, cashew base. All right, so Mary Ellen wanted us to know that she uses, oh yeah, there we go. She uses aquafaba as an egg replacement. Have you ever used that before?
Yes, especially for meringue and when you're using desserts. I have used most of the times for dessert. Tiramisu, I use a lot of aquafaba.
Aha. And Paula's asking, is it the cheddar that you're using, the Violife cheddar, or the mozzarella?
It's the mozzarella. Yeah, it's a little bit yellowish. Maybe it becomes yellow when it comes to Brazil. I don't know why, because usually it's more white.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. So what are some of the other favorite items that you like to make that you have veganized from maybe some traditional cultural dishes? Tell us.
Cultural dishes. Let me see. Well, here in Brazil, people eat lots of feijoada and add a lot of course, animal parts. But I love just adding a lot of vegetables instead. And spices, because I think all the flavors come from spices, you know, so it doesn't matter which dish you're trying. If you have a good spice, it makes all the difference. Yeah, but also moqueca. I don't know if you're familiar with moqueca from the northeast of Brazil. It's some kind of stew with this palm oil and it has some like African roots in it in this dish, and people usually make with fish and shrimps. And when we make it vegan, we use plantains, so it's very good also.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So here I'm rolling the cheese bread. And you should actually, I forgot saying in the beginning, that your oven should be preheated in 350 Fahrenheit. And then you're going to bake it. If you want them more crunchy, you're going to bake for 30 minutes. If you want them more chewy, 25 minutes should be okay.
Okay, let's review what is in these bread rolls. These bread balls are so cute. The cheese bread. So let's just go over again one more time as people join. We have a couple of new people here. Tell us what's in there, and then we're going to see the final product. And you're going to pop the others in the oven, and we're going to be eating. It looks so delicious. Tell us what you have in there. I heard yams. Take it away.
Okay, I have three yams. It depends on the size. If they're too small, you can use 4. If they're too big, you can use even 3 or 2 actually. So you shred them. You have 4 tablespoons of olive oil, and you have 1 flax egg. And then for my dry ingredients, I have 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of sour manioc starch or tapioca starch. I have 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and I have 2 teaspoons of salt. Make sure you always have some extra starch in case the dough is too sticky. And optional, I have the cheese to fill up the bread. And another option you have is to add garlic powder and onion powder for some extra flavor. You can put also some paprika if you want it more like with this paprika flavor. It also tastes really good. Yeah, those are the ingredients.
I love it, and so do the fans here. Again, you all, this is gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, and deliciousness, 100% plant-based. You are live here with Lunch Break Live. We are our daily show. Now get this, we're going to be able to find this recipe and hundreds of other printable recipes on JaneUnchained.com. And we are going to be wrapping this up very shortly to see. We already have some finished, which is so exciting, but you can see how easy this is and how fun. You can include the kids in the kitchen to get in there and rolling the dough, making these into, how fun is this? Michelle says yes to the garlic and onion powder. She loves it. Oh, Tina wants to remind everybody, please go vegan. How fun is this? It's super yummy. There are thousands of vegan recipes on JaneUnchained.com. Absolutely. And we are so excited that you came to us live here on Lunch Break Live. A lot of people love that VioLife cheese as well. Woohoo! Ooh, and Michelle says vegan butter and smoked paprika. Yes. As a good reminder. So thank you, everybody, for joining us here on Lunch Break Live, coming to you live every day, 12:30 to 1 Pacific time. We're going to take it back with a close-up on those delicious cheese balls. Take a look, everybody. Woo! And do you serve them with anything in particular? Do you put any kind of sauces or dips or anything, or you just go straight up with those?
Not really, just straight up. You have the option of putting some filling in them. If you want some to fill up them with some jelly, if you want like a sweet filling, you can put some vegan Nutella, or you can put the cheese like I did.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Those look so scrumptious. You're going to be baking that tray for how long? You said about 20 minutes, or you can go a little more crunchy for a little bit longer. Anamaria, this has been such a pleasure. Look at these, everybody. Gorgeous, incredible. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Should I open one for you to see inside?
Yes.
Please?
Fabulous. I was thinking we could even sprinkle some powdered sugar on top for the holidays and make them like a
coming out.
So delicious, so yummy. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that, everybody. Thanks everybody for joining us on Lunch Break Live, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.
Bye.